Hey guys, how's it going? So, I recently finished Seinfeld and... I recently finished watching Seinfeld, all 9 seasons, and I finally have been working on okay, my Seinfeld review is... This is the video where I'm finally going to be giving my thoughts. Again? Where is that even coming from? I'm gonna go find them. So hi guys, how's it going? So I hope you kind of like my little Seinfeld parody intro there, where it's kind of just making fun of all the laugh tracks on sitcoms. And so yeah guys, I've been watching Seinfeld since January, maybe even January 1st. Maybe I was watching it on New Year's Day, I don't remember, but the very beginning of the year I started watching it. And I finished it just probably last week, and I've been trying to get my thoughts together. I want to make a pretty good review because it's to somewhat justify a great show. And yeah, so let's dig right into it. And so I'm just going to kind of do this a different way. I'll be honest, the first episode of the first season, like the pilot, it was pretty terrible. Like, you watch it, it's so bland. The characters are not interesting. Nothing funny is really happening. But the show picks up as it goes on and it gets better and better, and until it finally gets to be gold. Comedy genius. But basically, in some, like, the show is very memorable. It has it's a very unique sitcom because of its storylines. It's very complex. Well, not really complex. It's very easy to understand and follow, but the way they interweave like 3 different stories of just basic everyday life into one episode, it never fails to entertain me and amaze me of the writing on the show. The writing is fantastic. From Larry David's writing days on the show to when he left, it's all pretty much fantastic. You know, the acting is all really good, you know, especially coming from Jerry Seinfeld, Jason Alexander, and probably the best acting, though, is from Michael Richards' Kramer. If you see him in real life, he's not, he doesn't sound anything like Kramer. He doesn't have the crazy hair or anything. But yeah, it's all great acting. The writing, like I said, is fantastic. Just, it's very unique the way everything is played out, and yeah. And the show is definitely like a staple of the 1990s. It definitely has that 90s feel from the theme song, which should be in the intro to this video, to all the way just to the clothes and the movie references they make, which I love about this show. There's movie references to movies that are current when the show was on. There's a lot of Superman references, because in the show Jerry is a big Superman fan. There's even my favorite episode, I think it's called The Race. It's where Jerry is like reuniting, well, he meets up with his like childhood nemesis from school who says he cheated in a race. So Jerry, like, they have a rematch in the streets of New York, and when he's racing, it has the Superman theme song. And I believe it's season 5 or 6, but it's called The Race. That one's my favorite. I don't know, I just really thought it was funny. I really liked it. But definitely the best episodes are the ones that focus on Kramer or Newman, because I found them to be the funniest, especially Kramer. I just love all of his crazy mannerisms. Him, you know, just bouncing into Jerry's apartment. All of his little, you know, all his little twitches and weird. It's all hilarious every time he falls down, or it's great. It's comedy genius. And Newman, played by Wayne Knight, who is most of you may know from Jurassic Park. He was Dennis Nedry, the guy who is kind of responsible for the whole breakdown of the park. Anyways, he does a great job in the show. I think it's so funny when him and Jerry are having their arguments with each other, you know. Hello, Newman. Hello, Jerry. It's classic. I love it. There's great running jokes and quotes throughout the whole series, you know, from Vandelay Industries, George's like attempt to impress people that he's like an architect or importer-exporter. There's a lot of great references and quotes that just go throughout the entire series, especially in the final episode. They bring back every character, or not every character, but a lot of the memorable characters like the Soup Nazi and just the Bubble Boy. It's great. But yeah, I just love George and his schemes to pick up women, just all of his lies to impress people. They always backfire on him, and it's funny every time. But definitely, it's an innovative sitcom, very influential in its style of just conversation and everyday life plots. The characters are all strong. They all have their own unique personality traits. They all have unique things to them that make them who they are, and that adds to the comedy of it. Something to mention is that the show isn't really that good until the third season. That's when it really picks up and starts getting really good. Just starts getting way funnier because it really hits its stride. They really found where the show needed to be in the third season. To be honest, there really aren't any cons of the show. No, not really any negatives. But I will say that the first season sucks. It's just when you go back and watch it, it's just fun to see how it started out, and you know it's gonna get to great things. And the second season is also not very good at all because the characters are just not developed, not interesting. George, I hated George at first, but then I really liked him later just because he got way funnier. But yeah, I'd say the best seasons are the later ones. That's when it really is hilarious. Like that's when they knew exactly what they were doing. The golden years, seasons like 6 through 9 are my favorites. The one other negative I have is I'm not really a big fan of Elaine, her character. I just kind of find her annoying. I don't know, I just didn't find her that funny very often. She's always, I don't know, she just always seems very snooty and mean. I don't know, I don't like her that much. And she's got her little dance. But yeah, overall guys, it's a great show and everyone should check it out because it's a classic and I love it. Most people love it. Most people who've seen any episodes of it love it. So I'm going to go ahead and give it 10 out of 10 stars. Even though the first 2 seasons were pretty bad, it just really picks up and gets to be the most funny, entertaining sitcom I've ever seen. So definitely check it out, and you get a thumbs up from the movie Maniacs. So long.